Good morning. What's going on? How are you doing today? Well, look, I got a few things we want to talk about this morning. I'm going to try not to be long winded, but I want to go ahead and get them out there. All right. So, last night, myself and TPSGL, we were over at Leader Talk with the Pharmacy Act, John Wayne Troxel, Sergeant Major John Wayne Troxel, and we had a great conversation. All right. So, what I wanted to do this morning was I wanted to touch on a few of the points that I made last night. And I also wanted to, just throw some stuff out there to some young leaders. So if you got some young leaders, tag them in this and hopefully they'll get something from it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is mentorship. Okay? I want to talk about mentorship. We always talk mentorship. Find a mentor, go get a mentor, mentor. Mentors are important. But you know what's more important than a mentor? I'm gonna tell you right now what's more important than a mentor. Work ethic. Work ethic. Your own individual work ethic. If you go out there and you get after it, and what do I mean when I say get after it? What's going on, Sergeant Major? What do I mean when I say get after it? You focus, and we're gonna talk about focus. You focus on perfecting your craft. You focused on becoming the best version of yourself that you possibly can, and I promise you, those mentors will find you. They will find you because you have to be mentor worthy. Like, and me and Sergeant Major Griff, I love him to death because he's one of the people that got me to thinking about what I'm going to talk about next. Is like, look, you have teachers, you have coaches, and you have mentors. All right, you have to be taught first. And when we talk about teaching, 75% of your education is homework. That teacher is only going to be able to teach you 25% of what it is that you know. All right. The other 75% is homework. That is that self work, the things that you got to do by yourself, the information that you got to go research, the lessons that you got to learn. Like we can sit here all day and a teacher can teach you till they blue in the face, but if you are not willing to put forth the effort that is necessary to hone those skills and to do that stuff on your own, it don't matter. You can have the best mentor in the world. You can, but that mentor cannot determine how much effort you're going to apply towards learning. And remember what I said, 75% of learning is homework. 75%. And I wish that somebody had set me down earlier in my life and told me that, because we'll go out and buy all of these high speed classes and this equipment and all this other stuff because our minds are in the wrong place. We're thinking that if we buy this thing or if we get with this person, then we're going to get the result that we want. And nothing's further from the truth. It's all about you and the amount of effort that you're willing to put forward to meet that end state that you want to meet. All right. That's what it's about. The most important thing that's more important than a mentor is how hard are you willing to work to get what you want. All right. And there's that. Like you do need a mentor, but I'm telling you, individual work ethic is more important than a mentor. Because if you get out there and you can talk to any of your mentors, and I guarantee you they'll agree with me. If you get out there and your work ethic is top notch, you're learning all the things, you're building those skills, you're hitting those marks, you're doing all the stuff that you need to do, you're gonna stick out from the crowd because work ethic is rare. It is. It's rare. There's a lot of people out there doing a lot of great things, but the people who have great work ethic, they stick out. Those are the leaders. Those are the people who are going to be hanging around in 20 years. And you go back, and the military is a prime example of it. I remember when I went to basic training. I think we had like five, not basic, but AIT. We had like five companies of freaking 91, well, 63 Bravos at the time, and each company had like 200 or 300 people. I have not seen any of those people because our MOS is so big. But the majority of people that I went to AIT with, they done got out. They done got out. They done went on and did everything else. But I'm telling you, the people who had that work ethic and that stuck after it and was consistent, they're still around. All right. Now let me move to my next point because I don't want to be too long before y'all this morning. So burn the ship, stay focused, uh, Hard times make strong men. Strong men make easy times, and easy times make weak men. And when I say men, I'm referring to mankind. Okay, let me just be clear about that. Now, I'm gonna start with the beginning. At the beginning, I said burn the ship, right? There's a story where there was this nation that had to fight this other nation, right? And the other nation that they had to fight was far superior, but they needed the resources that they had to continue to survive. So what the king said was, you know what, we're gonna load up our ships and we're gonna go over there and we're gonna fight them. So he gets his troops on the ships. They get to the beach. He orders them to download everything, and then he torches the ships. He burns all the ships, and he gathers everybody in. And everybody's looking around like, "Why would we burn the ships? Like, how are we gonna get back?" But the old king, he had a plan. And what he told him was this: he said, "Look, check this out. If we do not win on these beaches, then we will die here. If we want to go back and see our families, then that means we must dominate the people that we're fighting right now. So now, not only are you fighting because you have an exit strategy, you're fighting for your life. You're fighting from your life." And what I took from that was this: you cannot become so comfortable with what you have that you are not willing to fight for what's in front of you. When he told them to torch those ships, he alleviated all hopes of evacuating. The only way through this problem is forward. We can't go back. We must win here if we want to see our families and things again, right? And that's that. And that's what I tell the young people, like, look, don't get so comfortable with what you have that you don't go forward. Don't do it. If you ever get so comfortable with what you have right now that you're not willing to move forward, I would say reassess your situation. Reassess your situation. And here's the next thing I said: stay focused, right? Focus. Your focus is the most important thing in the world. You ever notice how the things that we put focus on, we tend to get good at? Anything in life, regardless of what it is, anything in life. If you focus on it, you get good at it. And here's another thing that me and Sergeant Major Griff was talking about, the not so gray beard. Like a kid, right? With a kid tying their shoe. The first time a kid tries to tie the shoe, they can't get it. And we tell them, hey, it's okay. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. And eventually we do it and do it and do it over and over again, to the point now that when by the time we became adolescents, or, even as adults, we can tie our shoes, don't even look at it, have a conversation, do all of this other stuff, because we've built in that, we've built in that automation. It's not something that we think about because we've done it so much. And that's where I want to go with focus. Your focus is the most important thing. And that's why these companies pay all of this money to run these ads and to break your attention, to break your focus. They want to break it, they want you focused on them so that you can purchase their product. That's how important your focus is. Just think about it. Your focus is so important that these billion-dollar companies are willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, billions of dollars to get your focus. Just let that sink in. That is how important your focus is. Now, we need to value our focus in the same manner. If these companies are willing to spend all of this money to get you to focus in on something, that's how valuable your focus is. Now, how does that correlate to what it is that we do, as service members? If you focus, all right, if you put that focus on something, I guarantee you will be able to accomplish anything that you put your mind to. Like, even with athletes, the reason that athletes talk so much trash is because they're trying to break their competitors' focus. It's not that they hate the other person, and sometimes it gets there, but they're trying to break their competitors' focus. If I can break your focus, I can force you to make a mistake. And that is why we do things like battle drills and things like that. So it doesn't matter if you attempt to break my focus, I'm running on automation. So now I don't have to focus on that task. I can convert brain power to something else and continue to do that task. So it doesn't matter what me and you are talking about. I am still going to be able to accomplish the thing that I have at hand. And my last part, right? Hard times make strong men. Strong men make easy times. Easy times make weak men. And once again, when I say men, I'm referring to mankind, humankind, right? Now, we have to go through crucibles, okay? We have to go through crucibles. And I like to use weightlifting a lot. I like to use weightlifting because, when you train, weightlifting is a discipline. Martial arts is a discipline. Uh, you know, we have all of these disciplines out here that we do. Like we're learning to do an art form, all right? And it takes discipline to do that. Now, when you're weight training, when you go in there, you have to do all these different things. Like you got to build endurance, you got to build power, you got to build stamina, you got to build speed, you got to do all of these different things depending upon what your end state is, right? And you have to put yourself through a process that's simple but not easy. It's simple in the aspect of I can tell you exactly what it is that you need to do to get to where you're trying to go to. But it's not easy because yeah, I can give you this plan, but you got to have the discipline. You got to be able to maintain the focus, and you gotta have that drive to get you to where you're trying to go. So therefore, it's not easy. It's simple. Simple and easy aren't the same things, right? Now, when when we sit here and we talk about getting going through this stuff and doing all of these hard things are the things that are going to make us have that mental capacity, that mental toughness, that mental agility to be able to get through the things that are going to come to us in the future. So you have to go through crucibles. Those crucibles help you develop into the person that you're going to be tomorrow, who's going to be prepared to win at whatever it is that you need to win at. And I said this last night, there's a couple things that we got to do in life. You got to remain focused. All right. This one for Gregory D. You got to remain driven. Okay. And you have to be prepared. All right. You have to be prepared. And on the preparedness piece, a lot of people like to say luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you are not prepared to take advantage of an opportunity, then it's not an opportunity. And therefore, you will never be able to take advantage of it. That is luck. We create our own luck. Okay. And that's just what I want to touch on this morning. And that is why I said, these are going to be words for the next generation. So if you know a young person and you feel that they can get something out of this, please, ma'am, sir, sergeant, tag those young individuals in it so that they can see this, because I really wanted to say something this morning that could potentially, help somebody. Because I remember growing up, times have changed. I remember growing up, my family, leaders, teachers, they all had the same message. And the message was this: it doesn't matter how hard life get. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish it. And I kind of feel like that message has kind of died off. And I'm going to continue to push that message because that message has helped me get to where I'm at now. And it may not seem like, I'm at this place with a lot of people. And you can't let people's opinions of what you've done or where you at. Don't worry about those opinions. Let opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one. But at the end of the day, just I want to push that message to the next generation. Like, you can do it. You can do it. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. It's not a question of if you can do it. It's a question of how much are you willing to sacrifice? How hard are you willing to work to be able to achieve the thing that you want to achieve? Because you're a human. And one thing that all humans can do is learn. We can all learn. All right. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. I was a little long-winded on this Friday morning, but like I said, if you know some young people that you feel can get something from what we just talked about, please, tag them in the video, share the video, and hopefully they get something from it. Look, you are important. You matter to me. All right. And don't let anybody make you feel as if you're insignificant. If you do, get into the inbox, and we got some people here to help you out. The NCOPD Live team is here to help you. All right. Let's Talk About It is here to help you. Hey, look at that little thing up there. Yeah, that's right. We're here. Let's Talk About It is here to help you. And the Woman's Intentional Podcast is here to help you. All right, look, life is a choice. I'm depending on you to choose well. Oz here signing out. I'll be talking to you soon.